Alright, what is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be doing a Chun-Li Soul Calibur 6 custom character creation tutorial. This one is a request from Kidnap Cyan. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into everything. Let's go ahead and reset all of the values here. First, what you're going to do is you're going to pick the human female, right? So for her body right here, she's going to be average, but you're going to pick thick set, right? And then everything is going to be -20. Sorry about that. I forgot that it goes past. Everything is going to be -20 except for the thighs, calves, and the chest. So let's just put all the values here to -20. And then the muscle definition is going to be 5. So the thighs are going to be a +8 for her thighs. +8, and the calves are going to be a -8. That gives it kind of like just a slender, a certain look to it. The chest is going to be -7. Chest is going to be -7. Now, everything else again -20 except for those 8, -8, 7. Muscle definition is going to be a 5. Next, we're going to go back out to the female face, and we're going to pick female face number 4. There we go. Female face number 4. Her hairstyle is going to be Grand Dame, which is right here. And when we get to equipment, there's going to be some things that you might need to have DLC for. I'm pretty sure that will be apparent. But anyway, the next part is the eyebrows. Eyebrows are going to be eyebrows number 2. And then for the voice, let's just give her a serious type. And remember, I think I have my voices in Japanese. So you kind of just gotta, that's like a personal preference thing. Next, we're going to go to equipment. Now, this is where we start to get in a little deeper here to some things. So the first thing we're going to go is to basic clothes. This is going to be shadow vest broken, which belongs to Taki. And I picked broken so that we can get those tears on the leg parts. Anyway, shadow vest broken. Okay, and the next thing is going to be a Chinese dress, which is right under the shadow vest here. Chinese dress. The next thing we're going to go down to is the waist, and we're going to pick training belt. Hips or waist, you know. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the wrist, and we're going to pick the cursed bird armlets. Now, I believe that these might be DLC, but I'm not really sure. But the reason I say that is I don't really remember having these until I downloaded the DLC for it. So I would really have to deeply look in there to see. Anyway, next thing we're doing is the shoulders. We're just going to pick the steel pauldrons for the shoulders. Most of these things are pretty basic, but I think the bird armlets might be DLC. The next thing we're going to do is go down to the shoes. And I'm pretty sure these shoes, these are the Asuka boots. Pretty sure these might be DLC. But again, I do not know. It's been such a long time since I've been on here. But these are something that I don't remember being in the base, and I think I got it afterwards. You know what? Again, this is really personal preference. You can change everything to your liking. This is just my version that I created. But anyway, that's kind of what we have here, the basic stuff. Now we're going to get into special equipment. First thing we're going to pick is going to be a calabash. Calabash. So let's go ahead and find that, which is basically this little kind of like Drunken Master gong thing here. And it's going to be on the head. And then from movement left and right is going to be -5. And then up and down, it's going to be -23. And then everything else is kind of well, let's go down to width, -15. If I don't mention something, then it's probably just default. The length is going to be -8. And the thickness is going to be -9. Let's kind of get closer here so you guys can see. -9. And then the angle is going to be -127. Bam. So that's that. And then for the next equipment slot, number 2, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be another calabash. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing these things correctly, but whatever. All right, so it's on the head. And to move it left and right, this time we're going to go to the right, basically make it 5. Up and down is going to be -23, just to bring it back down. And then the next thing we're going to do is the width, -15. The length is going to be -8. And then the thickness is going to be -9. Rotated vertically is going to be -30. Rotated horizontally is going to be -32. And the angle is going to be 123 on the right side. So kind of adding versus going -123. So there it is there. And then the next piece of equipment is going to be the headdress. Where is the headdress? I think it's this, yeah, headdress. All right, headdress. So it's on the head. And then the thing we're going to do here is from move it up and down, it's going to be a -4. Just to kind of put it down underneath of her hair so that it looks like, you'll see why I do that. And then for the width, it's going to be -14. And then the length is going to be -8. So it looks like this. Everything you should have should look like this right now. And that's everything, right? For this section, I'm just going to turn my notes here. And the next thing we will be tackling will be the colors. All right, so let's go out to the colors because we want to get everything looking right. So the first thing we're going to do is the skin color. The skin color is going to be 24, 5, and 7. So let's do this in order here. 24, 5, and 7. All right. The next thing is going to be her undergarments. This is a standard black 004. You can't really see her undergarments on this outfit anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So I just put it as a standard black. This is going to be default. Now we're going to get to the hair. The hair is going to be 059. So 059 for her hair. Next thing is going to be the eyebrows. The eyebrows are going to be 074. 074 for the eyebrows. Now, this one doesn't have any makeup. Next thing we're going to do is going to be the eyes. So for the eyes, the first slot is going to be 12, 4, and 9. So 12, 4, and 9. And then for white, you know, default it's white, but I like to add a little bit to it just to make it pop some. So it's going to be 3104. So that makes it pop a little bit more in my opinion. You can see default is a little darker, pop, default, pop. So that's why I do that. 3104, that's a little tip for you guys if you didn't know that. Let's go back here. I'm gonna go over to the clothes. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and color the shadow vest. So the first thing we're gonna do with the shadow vest is we're gonna pick basic pattern 1. And then we're gonna, for the first slot of the color, it's going to be 5, 37, 6. So 5, 37, 6. And then for the next slot is going to be 862 3. So 862 3. Go ahead and put that on. Bam, bam. 862 3. And the next slot is going to be the same thing. 862 3. 862 3. And then what we're going to do is something's not right here, and it's probably, is it this? Yeah, I think it's that. I think we're supposed to max out the size. That's one thing I forgot to write down in my notes, but I remember that. So when you go to size for it, just max it out all the way to the right. Sometimes, you know, I miss things. That just gives it like this kind of like a blue tint. And honestly, I'll just show you something real quick. You can make this any color that you want. It could be like freaking red. It doesn't really matter, but I just gave it a blue tint to it. So when you turn at certain angles, it has like a bluer tint. Anyway, going over to the next color, which would be the wrist. Wait, what is this for? Oh, this is the dress, the armband part, right? Okay. The next color is going to be 862 3. Wait, am I correct here? 8. Yeah, okay, 862 3. Hold on. No. Something's not right. My apologies. These colors right here for the armbands are going to be 998. 998. I knew something was wrong. 998. And again, these colors can be whatever you want. This is just how I do it. 998 for this one as well. My apologies on that. 998 and then 998. Because I remember how I made her, but it's just like I had to write this stuff down so it go along with the video. Because when I'm making the characters, I'm not really doing it. I'm doing it a different way. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at references, and I'm trying to kind of match what's going on. So it's different. The next thing is going to be like the Chinese dress. The first set of numbers here is going to be 637 9. 637 9. Bam. And then the next thing, which is going to be like the trim here, is going to be 18 8 and 9. 18 8 and 9. It's been a while since I've been on Soul Calibur. That gives you kind of like this little gold trim here. All right, next we're going to go down to the training belt. For the training belt, we're going to pick basic pattern 1. And the colors are going to be 10 37 7. So that's kind of like over here, 10 37 and 7. And then this color is going to be 3104, which I believe, yeah, is a standard white. And then 3104 as well, standard white. And then we're going to do the size is going to be 1 click left of the N on the right side. So we're going to go all the way to the right. All the way to the right when you get to that circle, and then go 1 click to the left. So just in case you didn't catch that, go all the way to the right where that little dot is, and then go 1 click to the left. The angle is going to be 12 clicks left from the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bam. And that's going to be for the belt. Now we are going to go to the wrist bracelets here. The first color is going to be 3 6 6. So 3 6 6 gives it this kind of like a brownish, bronzy like color, right? And then the next color is going to be 3104, which is your standard white. Now we're gonna go down to the shoulders. So for shoulders, we're gonna pick basic pattern 1. And then the first value is gonna be 641, 8. So 641, 8. The next color is going to be 699. Oh, 699. The next color is going to be 838, 6. 838, 6. All right, now the size is going to be 3 clicks left from the right side end. So take it all the way to the end, to the dot. Boom, 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 right there, and then go 1, 2, 3. That actually looks a little big, so it's probably, no, that's correct. And then, let's see, do we have anything else? Yeah, that's it. And then, I'm gonna go down to the shoes. The shoes are just gonna be standard white, so 3104 for each one. That nice white color there. Now we're going to go down to the equipment for the calabash, right? Calabash, we're going to pick basic pattern 1, and then the color is going to be your standard white, 3104, 3104, and then for the last part is going to be 18, 8, and 9. So 18, 8, and 9 gives it that yellowish kind of color there. And then the size is going to be 5 clicks from the right side end again. So go all the way up here, 5 clicks left. So go here to the dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, right? And then that's that. The next one is going to be, 3104 for the ending of this one. This is standard white. And the next one, which I was just talking about, basic pattern 1 again. And then it's basically going to be literally like the same thing. So 3104, 3104, and then 18, 8, and 9. 18, 8, and 9. All right, and then the size, same thing, max it out. And we're gonna go, after you max it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing, boom. The next thing is gonna be the headdress. That, I just left that default. And now we're gonna go over to the next part. Yes, I still use paper, because the way I was doing this at first is I was just writing everything down in my notepad, but I figured it would be a lot easier to do it on paper. So the next thing, I keep going back out. Next thing we're gonna do is stickers, right? Stickers, patterns, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna go down to the Chinese dress layer. And the first one we're gonna pick is gonna be motif 31. So motif 31, which is the zipper here. And then the color, I didn't write down. Okay, it's a projection. Projection. The color is gonna be 3104. And then it's going to be on the upper body. Now the size is going to be, 100. Okay, size is 100. And then the angle is going to be -25. And then move it vertically is going to be -7. Move it horizontally. No, I think that's it. -7. Yeah, that's it for that. The next thing what we're gonna do is gonna be motif 108. So it'll probably be this way. Two little kind of like lines here. And then it's an upper body projection. The color, the color is gonna be 695. 695. All right, now the size for this thing is going to be 55. And then the angle is going to be 16. And then to move it vertically, it's going to be 28. To move it horizontally, it's going to be -5. And then horizontal angle is going to be -5. Horizontal angle. And that's it for that. Now we're gonna go out and go to right here. This is going to be motif 13. So that's going to be this like kind of like crescent moon thing. And it's going to be an upper body rotation. And let's grab the colors here. This color right here is going to be default. And then we go to the right and the color is going to be 241.5. So let's go 241.5. Now we're going to go down to the size, and that is going to be 15. The angle is going to be -15. Move on axis is going to be 14. Move on circumference is going to be 8. So as you see there, that is what you will be left with. And then we go over to this one, and it's going to be the same thing. Motif number 13. And it's going to be a rotation, upper body rotation. Let's grab the colors again, which is the color for this side is going to be a little different. Default for the first one, but this one over here is going to be 238.7. 238.7. The reason I did that was because it looked a little weird under certain lighting conditions. But again, this is all up to you. I'm just showing you what I did. All right, the size is going to be 15. The angle is going to be -16. Move on axis is going to be 14. The circumference is going to be -9. And this is what you have here. All right. Now we're going to go to the training belt. I'm pretty sure I put it on that slot. Slot doesn't really matter. You're going to pick motif number 3, which is basically a square. And it's going to be a rotation. And the color is going to be 239.4. So 239.4. All right. And the size is going to be 36. And the move on the axis is going to be 18. So that just basically kind of blends it more into the dress a little more. That's basically it for that. Then we're going to go down to the shoes. I probably could have blended that a lot better. Let me play around with this because I'm looking at it and it's kind of annoying me. Maybe I forgot to, yeah, that's what it was. I forgot to change the saturation level. But I said 4 though. Maybe my taste just changed. I mean, that looks, this is really personal preference. All it does is change the darkness of it. But, I think now I'm gonna make it a 9. Let's see what 4 looks like again. Yeah, we're gonna make it a 9. That's gonna be like an audible. Let's just make that a 9. I don't know why I made it a 4 before. Anyway, next we're gonna go ahead and go to her shoes. And we're gonna do the last 2 slots right here. So in this first slot, it's gonna be motif 31. Should probably be in here. I know that's the zipper. And then it is going to be a right leg projection. So projection, I'm gonna put it on the right leg. Oh, what the? Wait, that means you gotta change it. Why is it doing that? Hold on, shoes motif, right leg projection. Am I in the right? Oh, that's why. We didn't go to shoes. These right here, my apologies. Shoes. The zipper. Projection, right? Yeah. Right leg projection. Sorry about that. I'm looking down at my book and then I'm looking back up. Right leg projection. All right. The size is going to be 25, which is still there. To move it vertically is going to be negative 27. I'm just all over the place here. So you see it on that one. It's on our left. It's her right leg, but it's on our left. That zipper right there on her shoe. And then that's just default, right? And then we're gonna go over here, do the same thing. Motif, what is it, 30, 31? The zipper. It's going to be a projection. This time you're gonna put it on the left leg. Size is the standard 25. And then you're gonna bring it down, negative 27. Boom, boom. And I think that is that for our Chun-Li here. And for the fighting style, I basically just gave her Zhonghua. So where's Zhonghua at? That's her right here. And I gave her the Krita Yuga. And then I know I had gave her like blue and then holy, right? But that's again personal preference to what fighting style you want to give that character. And then we can just go over here. And take the weapon off. Facial expression. This is basically, you know, our version of Chun-Li. I like to make her angry looking. And let's give her a cool little Chun-Li like animation. There it is. She's throwing a kick. Let's make it slower. Alright, so that does it for Chun-Li. The picture, you can take whatever picture you want. Now this is the standard version of Chun-Li. I made 4 versions of her, but for the sake of time, I'm still going to show you her in this video, but I don't want this video to be super long. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go into where I made her at and then show you what's on her and just kind of guide you through the things that need to be guided through. So let's go ahead and do that right now, actually. Alright, so right here is this version of Chun-Li. I was looking for Chun-Li's to make, and I seen it was an animation where I think Bison had like took over her and she was fighting Guile, and I really liked that design. So I'll probably have the title of whatever her name is, but yeah, we're just gonna go in and show you what I did for this version. So for the body, it's gonna be a mouth-fested female, and then her size is gonna be thin. Everything is gonna be negative 20, except when you get to the thighs. You know we gotta make them thighs extra thick. So her thighs are plus 20 right here on the right side. Her calves are gonna be a plus 9 on the right side. And then everything else, stomach is negative 20. The chest is gonna be a plus 1. And again, this is personal preference. This is just what I did with my version. The chest is gonna be 1. Waist is negative 20. Muscle definition is 5, right? So here are all the values on the screen again. You can probably pause, but everything's pretty self-explanatory. female face for this one, I gave her female face number 10. And then her hair is going to be long, which is the first hairstyle. Eyebrows are going to be eyebrows number 2. And that was another thing I meant to tell you guys. I noticed there's a glitch in Soul Calibur. When you do the eyebrows and you go to color them, they change the eyebrows. So be sure that your eyebrows are the ones that you picked, because sometimes if you color them, they will change. But yeah, she has eyebrows number 2. I don't even know if I focused on her voice. It's probably just, I gave her Daring Adventurer. I have no idea how this sounds because my TV's muted. But yeah, we're just gonna, whatever voice you want to give her. I didn't really put any effort into the voice, to be honest. All right, equipment. I'm gonna go in here. We went down here, which is the torso, and we picked mini Chinese dress, which is this one right here. Mini Chinese dress. Got nothing all the way down until you get to the wrist, which is the same cursed bird armlets. Oh, let's go back, my bad. Then the shoulders, and let me show you these real quick. These are the, back to the wrist, the cursed bird armlets are next to these gloves right here. I'm pretty sure they might have been DLC, but again, I don't remember. And then the shoulders are benevolence pauldrons. I don't know if these are DLC or not. They might not be. I feel like they might have been there, but I'm really not sure. And then the next thing you're just gonna pick is gonna be Asuka's boots. And then for the equipment, we have angel feathers. I gotta figure out where the freak did I put these angel feathers. Oh, okay, I see what I did. The angel feathers are in her hair. So let me go ahead and give you the values. Angel feathers, the location is going to be chest. To move it from left to right, you're going to pick a -5. Up and down is going to be a +9. So a 9 on the right side. Forward and backwards is going to be -30. The width is going to be 9. I'll just say 9 because you know if I don't say negative, then there's a plus. So 9. The length is going to be 1. The thickness is going to be 50. To rotate it vertically is going to be -116. To rotate it horizontally is going to be 93. The angle is going to be -10. And then that's that for the first set of angel feathers. And I did that just to kind of give the illusion of her hair being longer, because her hair was super long in that cartoon, but anime, cartoon, whatever. But the game only has limited length. I wish they would allow you to have a slider to change the length. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Let's stay on track here. The next thing is the Nakoruru's headband. Nakoruru's, I don't know how to say that. Headband. We picked that. Let me just show you what that is. This bad boy right here. And then it's going to be on the chest. Moving right is just default. Move it up and down is going to be -7. Forwards and backwards is going to be -17. The width is going to be -28. The length is going to be -39. The thickness is going to be -15. To rotate it vertically is going to be -108. Horizontal angle, all that stuff, that's the default. Don't worry about that. Next, we're going to go to the Legionnaire's plume. This is something that I like to use. I've used it on Madara from Naruto. Madara, I've used it on the Sasuke, Curse Mark Sasuke. It's a trick I like to use to try to give the illusion of the hair being longer. So you're going to pick the Legionnaire's plume, which is this bad boy. I don't know if it's a standard item in the game. I feel like by now, a lot of people have the DLC. If you're really into character creation, I would say, you know, you want to have as much as you can at your disposal. So this is a Legionnaire's plume. You're going to put it on the chest. Another reason why I like to put things on the chest is because if you put it on the head, depending on where the character's head is facing, things start to get weird as far as like the direction of these things. So I like to put it on the chest, that way it has a stable kind of like point of reference so that it doesn't move around in any weird way. But anyway, you put it on the chest. We're going to go down to move it up and down. That's going to be -30. Forward and backwards is going to be -32. The width is going to be 50. The length is going to be 38. The thickness is going to be -50. To rotate it vertically is going to be 6. And then everything else is the default. All right, now let's get over to our colors. This is really important. Skin color is just default. And again, this is personal preference. This is just what I've done. Left it default because I kind of liked how it looked. This is going to be default as well. 3100. I don't even know what this is. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is something that you're not going to see. So don't worry about that. The hair, 050. 050. Next, we're gonna go to. Why did I do that if I just changed the color of the hair? That didn't make any sense. So that. Okay, whatever. So this next hair is gonna be 054. I'm just like looking at stuff. It's like, why did I do that? 054. The eyebrows are gonna be default. Again, that's personal preference. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. All right, let's go to the makeup. For the makeup, I picked face paint 10. Face paint 10. And then the first color is going to be 419. The next slot is going to be 31, 2, and 4. And I was like freaking out about the saturation, but I realized the saturation is the last number. So that's why I haven't been saying the saturation values. The next slide is going to be 31, 8, and 4. 31, 8, and 4. All right, now we go to the eyes. The first slot of the eyes is going to be 1, 60, and 6. 160 and 6. And again, personal preference. You could probably, there's a lot of different things you could do, but you know, I was trying to get it to look like how it did in the animation. The next slot is going to be 3104. That looks dope. I'm just messing around, but yeah, 3104. But yeah, Soul Calibur is pretty fun. Let's go over to this area where we're going to be coloring the clothing. Again, this doesn't really matter. Don't even want to mess with that, to be honest. So we're going to go down to the torso, which was that dress that she had. I'm going to pick basic pattern 1. The first color is going to be 6, 37, and 9. 6, 37, and 9. And the size is going to be maxed out all the way to the right here. Boom. The next color is going to be 3104, which is the standard white. And I think I just changed. Yeah, 3104. Next color is going to be 6, 37, 9. What is this? Oh, I see. That's the top half. 637.9. Even with me trying to like streamline this, it's still turning out to be a pretty long video. Anyway, the next color on the right is gonna be 3104. But imagine this would be super long if I did all 4 of them the way that I did the first one. All right, we're gonna go to the bracelets here, the wrist bracelets. The first one is going to be 004, which is that really dark standard black. 004. And the next one, I put a pattern on it, basic pattern 1. First color Let me see something. There's no, yeah, okay. Basic pattern 1, first color was going to be 004. The next color is going to be 3104. And this one, the third one's going to be 2004. And again, like I say in a lot of these tutorials, my voice is just kind of like a guide, but you know, probably looking at the screen, my voice is kind of like maybe to help you follow along. Anyway, the size is going to be at the max, the dot on the right, boom. I did that to try to make the spikes look a little skinnier, try to give it an illusion. I don't know how well that turned out, but I just like to do little stuff like that. Next, we're going to go to the shoulder pauldrons. First color is going to be 25, 37, and 7. The next color is going to be 26, 37, and 6. The next color is going to be 8, 37, and 3. The next color is going to be 3104 again. Now, let's go down to the shoes. Basically looks like standard white, 3104. 3104 for every slot. For the shoes, 3104. And then we go to the, what's this? These are the feathers for the hair. So I know your feathers are probably looking pretty crazy right now. All right, so on the first equipment slot, the color value is going to be 050. The next one is going to be 054. And the next one is going to be 054 as well. Go down to this headband, equipment slot number 2. First color is going to be 14, 39, and 4. And the next color is going to be 18, 43, and 4. And that's for the headband right there. And we're going over here, which is for the third part of the equipment, the Legionnaires thing. First color is going to be 054. And I think that's for the back piece there, 054. And then the next color is going to be 054 as well, just to try to blend it with that hair a little bit. Again, this is personal preference. I'm sure a lot of you can come up with your own ways that you want to do it. This is just what I decided to use. Let's go see if we have any patterns. I know we have the triangle on her head, yep, which we're going to get into right now. It was kind of like a diamond on her head. So we go here to this second to last slot, and we pick motif number 2. And the color was going to be 20, 61, and 4. And then it's on the head, it's a rotation. Sorry, I should have said that first. It's on the head, it's a rotation. But yeah, color 20, 61, 4. The size is going to be 1. The angle is going to be -50. Moving on the axis is going to be 11. And everything else is default. I think I did another one because I wanted to try to give it the illusion of it being kind of like a diamond, or like not a diamond, but I wanted it to have like a shine to it. So motif number 2 for that last slot right here, last slot. Color 22, 59, and 4. A little different than the other one, I believe. So I wanted to just give it kind of like this layered look. It works a little bit. Like if you look closer, you can see what I did with it, just to try to add some shine to it. It's on the head. Again, my mistake. It's on the head, rotation, and then that's the color. The size is going to be 2 for this one. The angle is going to be -50. Axis is going to be -11. And then everything else is default. Now, I think I put this one over here because the thing about layers is the one that you put on the further right side I believe is going to be on top of whatever's on the left, if I'm not mistaken. So let me see. How did I do that? I might be mistaken. Because this size, let me see something. I can figure that out right now. Oh yeah. That's behind that one. Okay, yeah, so I was right. The one furthest to the right is going to be behind whatever's on the left. So as you just saw, that's why I did that. If you look at the diamond, just to give that illusion of it, you know, having that kind of shine on the edges. And this one was just like, basically, I changed the value of it to make it. Anyway, we're going on a tangent. Next thing we're going to go to is going to be the torso. First thing is going to be motif 44, which is like this kind of like moon that's encapsulated in like some tribal vinery or something. And I think I really just used that up on her neck because I was like, what did I use that for? But yeah, that's up on her neck. The first value is going to be 004. The next value is going to be 3104. And again, it's a projection. I need to say those first, but I think once you type it, once you put everything in, it'll be fine. So it's an upper body projection. The size is 0. The angle is going to be -26. Damn, look at them legs. Okay. Move it vertically is going to be 40. To move it horizontally is going to be 3. To vertical angle is going to be -9. And then everything else is default. Now I believe, let me make sure, if I'm not mistaken, that's the thing that's, yeah, the thing that's up on her collar, if you really don't know what it was. I don't even remember what size it was. Might have been 0. Let's just do that just to be sure. Yeah, okay. Next thing are these crescent moons. So motif 13, it's an upper body rotation. Motif 13, the first color is going to be 3104. The next color is going to be 4, 37, and 2. The size is going to be 13. The angle is going to be -21. The axis, moving on the axis, is going to be 16. The circumference is going to be -8. And that's that. Move on to the next one. Motif 13, 3104 for the first color. 4, 37, 1 for the next color. So upper body rotation. The size is going to be 13. The angle is going to be -12. Let's see, which one is this for? That's on the right side. The axis is going to be 16. The circumference is going to be 9. And that's that for that. And now this right here, motif number 3, the last slide over here, boom. Motif 3, which is basically that square. The color is 3, 37, and 3. Now, what did I put this on for? That's the bottom of the dress. Interesting. Okay. Again, personal preference. It's going to be on the hips as a rotation. The size is going to be 100, which is maxed out to the right. The angle, the axis is going to be -6. Remember, if I don't say it, then it's probably left to default. So that's why. But yeah, axis is -6. And then we're going to back out of there. Any more patterns? We have these things that we put on her shoulder. Second to last slot. It's going to be Chinese character number 74, which is on the 7th page. Chinese character 74. The color is going to be 2604. And it's going to be right arm rotation. I keep forgetting to say that first. The size is going to be 27. The angle is going to be -50. The axis is going to be -44. The circumference is going to be 22. Now we go to the last slot, same thing, Chinese character 74. Color is going to be 2504. So the location is the left arm, the application is rotation, the size is going to be 27, the angle is going to be -50, the axis is going to be -42, the circumference is going to be -26, and that's what you get right there. And then that's pretty much it. And we have this version of Chun-Li. Now we have 2 more versions that we have to go over. And style is personal preference. I just have Tira right here, but that doesn't really matter. That's up to you with what fighting style you want to give them. That's the beauty of it, right? I pick certain things just for the way it looks as far as a pose goes, and like, you know, the movements and stuff. All right, let's get on to the next one. Here's another version of Chun-Li that I did, and I don't remember exactly what game this outfit was in, which Street Fighter, but I know I got inspired to do this one because I saw her on Fortnite. So I was like, I kind of want to do a version of Chun-Li like that, but I want to put my own twist on it. So I was like, let me do like an evil version or something like that. So basically this is what I came up with. So let's go ahead and get the information for this. It's gonna be a malfested female. Body is average. I did a lot of changes to this. Okay, so for the upper arms, we have -8. The forearms are gonna be -10. The pecs are gonna be -19. The hips are gonna be -14. The thighs, you know, we gotta max them things out, so we're gonna have 20 on them thighs. The calves are 17, and then the stomach is -20. The chest is 12. The waist is gonna be -3, and the muscle definition is 3. All right, the face is gonna be female face number 4. The hair is Grand Dame. So this is kind of like similar to the first one. Eyebrows are going to be 13. And I don't even think I really messed with her voice, to be honest. So that is personal preference. Pretty sure you can find a voice that matches Chun-Li's voice to your liking. I picked serious type for the OG one that I did. So I would suggest maybe serious type, but it's really based on what you want to do. Now equipment, I'm gonna go over here to the basically the undergarment part. This is gonna be the partial shadow vest, broken, which is this Taki's outfit, but it's just broken. And then we go down to the neck, and I gave her a condemned necklace. I think I probably just did that on my own. I don't know. I felt like it was needed. For the armbands, we go to Peony armlets, which is this. And we're on PS4, by the way. I'm pretty sure you guys could see that with the buttons and everything, but the shoes are gonna be leather shoes. This is right here. I wish they told you like where you got certain items from, because again, I don't remember what was DLC, what wasn't DLC. All right, we're gonna go to the equipment. Same as the OG, but I'm gonna tell you everything just in case you just wanted to look at this model. Calabash is gonna be the first equipment. It's gonna be on the head, right? All right, now we go to move it left and right. That's gonna be -5. Up and down is going to be -19. For the width is going to be -11. The length is going to be -13. The thickness is going to be -14. And then the angle is going to be 109. Now, which one is this? So I can, okay, that's the one on that side. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was 19, but let's just do that just in case I messed it up. Yeah, it was. All right. Next one is going to be calabash as well, which is, you know, the gourd pretty much. You can see it. Or it's going to be on the head. It's going to be 5 for the mover left and right. Up and down is going to be -19. The width is going to be 12. Again, if I'm skipping something, that's probably because it's just a default value and it's no need to be explained. The length is going to be -11. The thickness is going to be -11. And then we go down to angle, that's going to be 110. 110. All right, and the next thing is going to be the headdress. This little bonnet type thing right here. It's going to be on the head. I'm going to go down to move it forward and backwards, and that's going to be a -2. The width is going to be 19. The length is going to be -28. The thickness is going to be -20. And that's that. Now let's get over to the colors. All right, our skin color, we have 1800. Again, personal preference, you can make it whatever you want. This is just what I decided to use because this is kind of like an evil kind of like version. But you know, if you want to make the regular version, you could probably, like this right here is like almost regular skin tone if it's just default. But I just basically did that. But I'm wondering, like, if you want to make the regular version, the skin color you could probably get away with, but the eyes, I don't know how the eyes are going to look. But anyway, 1800. This doesn't really matter. I got it as a standard black 004. That doesn't matter. Now the hair, I made it 016. Kind of give it like a red. You know what I was going with this version? And that's why I did that. I was trying to do like an evil Ryu kind of thing, but like an evil Chun-li. So that's why I did the colors this way. And then the eyebrows are going to be 514. Did I even say what the eyebrows were? I think I did, but I don't remember. I don't remember if I said the eyebrows. Eyebrows 13? I probably did. Color. All right. Boom, boom. Makeup. We have face paint 22. And then for the colors 004, 1900, and then 119. I gotta plug this in because this is about to die. Give me 1 second. Next, we're gonna go to the eyes. So the eyes, the first values are gonna be 119. And let me see, because I was saying like, that looks crazy, but hypothetically, let's say Chun-Li's eyes are freaking... I mean, you probably could get away. Let me just tell you this first. So 119 and then 11, 2, and 9, which is what I gave her for the eyes. But I just want to see, like, if you wanted to make a normal Chun-Li while using, because Malfested changes the skin tone and it gets all weird. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to do it. It's going to look strange. It'll look really strange. Or just like she's going to have some looks. She's going to have some real animated eyes. Yeah, so... Well, let's look. Let's hypothetically, I want to see something. And then I'll just go back out and come back in. And it's too much in my opinion, right? So we got to go out because we done messed this up. 1 second. All right. Had to come back in because, you know, once you mess up something, you can fix it, but I just like to go out because sometimes I forget. So yeah, those are the eyes. Over here, it doesn't matter because it changes the whole outfit's color, right? Don't mess with that. Go down to this. And the thing is, we're going to pick basic pattern 1. The first color is going to be 2, 35, and 7. The next color is going to be 2, 36, and 7. And that's that bottom piece right there. So 2, 36, and 7. And then the next one is going to be 1, 30, and 4. Just showing you kind of like where it is, but you know, because your colors are going to be different until you type these in. 1, 30, and 4. Size, let's see, 2 clicks left from the right. So 1, 2. So go all the way to the right. You in the beginning, boom, 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 go all the way to the right, and then go 1, 2. And then the next one, I got it as 1, 8, and 9. The next one after that is going to be 0, 9, and 6. And the next one after that is going to be 0, 39, and 7. And what else do we have? This is the little neck piece, neck choker thing. 2, 42, and 4 for the first color. And then this right here is 22, 10, and 4. I really got to go back and look at the design of this Chun-Li because I don't even know why I put that on. Next, we go to her wrist bracelets. It's going to be pattern basic 13. And then the color is going to be 004. Well, default black, 004 for the second one. And then this is going to be 1304. And this is to try to give the illusion of the little spike things. And then we have basically 2 from the maxed out right side. So go all the way to the right from the beginning, right there, and then go 1, 2. And then you'll get that. Next, we're going to go down to the shoes. Basic pattern 1. The first color is going to be 098. The second color is going to be 0374. The next color is going to be 0374 as well. And the size is just going to be all the way to the right. I would also say be sure you're paying attention to the screen for some of these things because I feel like I touched on a lot of things, but now that I'm thinking about it, I might have missed some things. But trust me, you'll know. If your Chun-Li looking a little wonky, then you'll know. You should have what I have on the screen. All right. I'm going over to special equipment. This is for the first calabash, basic pattern number 3. Because I keep forgetting about the size sometimes. So basic pattern number 3. The first color is going to be 119. The next color is going to be 017. And the size is going to be all the way to the left. And the reason I did that is to kind of give the illusion of it being hair strands. So size all the way maxed out to the left on the dot. Now we go over here. Color value is 268. And then I go over here, it's just default. Next one, calabash on the equipment. Number 2 is going to be basic pattern 3. The color is 119. Next color is going to be 019. Sorry, 019. And then the size is going to be all the way over to the left. And then over here we got 259 in that second slot. And that's just for the little string there, 259. And then right here we have default color. Next is the headdress, 089. Just to give it that dark yellow color, dark golden yellow color. All right, let's go over the patterns, stickers and patterns. Basically on the shadow vest, oh, on the side of her legs. Okay. Second to last slot, I'm going to pick motif 108. The color is 117. Halo fans will know that number. Upper body projection. And then the size is going to be 51. Move it vertically is going to be -3. The vertical angle is going to be -42. The horizontal angle is going to be 26. And that's that. I think that's let's see which side is this for. That way I can is this, so her left leg, our right, her left leg is the stripes on that side. And then we go over here to the last one, and this is going to be on her right leg. Motif 108, color is going to be 118. It could probably be 117, but I like to do things like I'll make it like off of a different value because of the lighting. The way the lighting works in this game. Upper body projection, the size is going to be 41. Move vertically is going to be 2. The vertical angle is going to be negative 45. The horizontal angle is going to be negative 27. And then that's that for that part. And I don't have any more stickers on her. Again, default sword. You know, Zhanghua sword. You can make it whatever you want to make it. That's up to you. And now we're going to get into, last but not least, probably my favorite Chun-Li that I've done. This sexy ass motherfucking dress from, I remember seeing this, I don't remember what Street Fighter it was, but I remember seeing, I was watching somebody online play, and they had this outfit, and I was just like, gah. But anyway, let's get into this one. The body is going to be a human female, average, but you know we got to make it thick. The thick set. Thick setter. All right, all the values are negative 20, except when you get to the thighs. They're going to be a plus 8. Why did I make these an 8? Why didn't I do... All right, yeah, okay. The thighs were at an 8. The calves are a negative 8. Again, this is personal preference. You could just go ham and make these things like barao, you know what I'm saying? Bang, bang. Actually, that don't look half bad. But, you know, I try. All right, stomach is negative 20. The chest is negative 7. Muscle definition is a 5. Female face 4. The hair is going to be long, which is the first hairstyle. The eyebrows are going to be 2. The voice is serious type. And now we're going to go to equipment. First thing on the little head icon, which is the face thing, I'm going to pick Xiang earrings. I don't know if these are default or not, but that's just something that I wanted to add. The next thing is going to be cotton bandage, which is this thing right here. You see it? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Cotton bandage. Next after that, for the torso, we're going to pick dancer's top, which is this blue little top thing right here. Under that, we're going to go down to the waist, which is Xiang loincloth, right here. Boom, boom. And then we're going to go to her arms, wrists, which is the cursed bird armlets. Very familiar, right? Cursed bird armlets. And then for her shoes, we go to stilettos. I'm pretty sure these might have been DLC, because I don't remember these things being in the base. These might have been DLC shoes. And now the equipment. So the first thing we have is the pure ring, which is like this halo basically. And what I did with that is I put it around just under her bra there. So pure ring, chest, and so default values are 0. Anyway, to move it up and down, we're gonna go negative 12. Move it forwards and backwards is gonna be negative 17. The width is going to be 23. The length is going to be 36. The thickness is going to be 9. Rotated vertically is going to be 6. And that is that for that. Next thing is going to be peony hair accessory, which we have on her waist here. So peony hair accessory, we're going to put on the hips. Move it left and right is going to be negative 1. Move it up, down is going to be 2. Move it forwards and backwards is going to be negative 8. The width is going to be 28. The length is going to be 20. The thickness is going to be 19. Rotated vertically is going to be 53. Rotated horizontally is going to be 76. The angle is going to be 12. And that's that for that. Then we have these demon's horns, which are basically used as like tassels. They're going to be on her hips. Move it right and left is going to be 2. Up and down is going to be 12. Move it forward and backwards is going to be 26. The width is going to be 6. The length is going to be 50. The thickness is going to be negative 39. Rotated vertically is going to be 107. Rotated horizontally is going to be 137. The ankle is going to be 2. And now we're going to go over to the colors. Skin, we have 27, 5, and 7. This, you don't really have to worry about it, but it's a standard. Well, yeah, you do got to worry about this because you can see just a little bit of them draws in the back. You feel me? So we make that a standard black. But that is personal preference because, you know, some of y'all might like red, you know. I like some purple, some blue, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might like pink, you know, might be a pink kind of person. But you know, I think black goes well. You might like some white in there, but yeah, black 004. All right, this don't worry about that. That's default. Bam, default. Next is the hair. That is going to be 050. It's a nice little brown, brunette color. Brown. Eyebrows are going to be 074. Gorgeous. Next we're going to go to makeup. Face paint 5. My voice is changing right now. It's crazy. I think Chun-li is doing that to me. She's turning me into something else. Anyway, face paint 5 right here. And the values, we got first color is going to be 22, 57, and 9. 22, 57, and 9. The next value is going to be 004. The next one is going to be 29, 61, 9. Chun-li is absolutely gorgeous, though. Y'all you can't disagree with me on that. 1118 for the last value, which I believe is the lipstick. Yes, and this is personal preference. Some of you might like black. Some of you might like, you know, maybe skin tone lips. Some people might like maybe this color. Personal preference. I think I gave her like that red, that red color. All right, the eyes. Yeah. Let's not fuck with that. The eyes are gonna be 12, 4, and 9. I'm sorry, guys. Like the more I'm staring at Chun-li and she's doing some things to me. 12, 4, and 9. And then this one, you know how I like to make it pop. 3104. That didn't sound right. Pause. 3104. Default looks a little bland. You see how it gets darker? It doesn't really make the eyes pop. I mean, I guess it's a little more realistic, but we're not going for that right now. We want things to pop. So bam. Makes a huge difference in my opinion. But then we can get real sinister with it. But nobody likes that. You can get like maybe she's been crying all night and she's upset because her boyfriend cheated on her. Or maybe she has a vitamin deficiency, or she's been taking too many vitamins. Or, you know, maybe she's on vampire time. Let me stop, man. Hey, 3104, I believe. 310, my bad. 3104. That's your value. I'm messing around too much. Let me stay focused, y'all. Go to the next one. All right. Remember, you don't want to mess with this. This changes everything. Which, again, it's personal preference. If you want some weird tropical colors or whatever you want to do to it, is your preference. It's your prerogative. This kind of looks, look at those. They look like her breasts are reminding me of like Swirtle or something right now. Or like some cute little animal with just like big adorable eyes. They actually look like Puss in Boots eyes. Anyway, let's go to this is the earrings. 464 for the earrings. And then for this middle bandage piece here, we have 13, 7, and 9. Next, we got the top broad part. So the first portion is just going to be 004, which gives it that nice black color. The next one, this middle one here, are the armbands. These are personal preference. I did this to kind of give it like a shimmer effect. You see, certain lighting, it really looks, look at that. That looks beautiful. So again, this is why I mess with colors, because these are small details that you might miss. But anyway, the first basic pattern 1, the first color is going to be 13, 7, and 8. Next color is going to be 004. Next color is going to be 16, 7, and 9. The size is going to be 1 click away from the right. So we'll take it all the way to the right, on the dot, and then go 1 click to the left. Boom. Boom. But again, personal preferences. You want it to be gold, you can do that too. But boom, this is how I have it. Angle. This is going to be tricky. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 clicks from the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 clicks from the middle. And that's how I get my values. Because again, when I'm initially making these characters, I'm just kind of playing it by my eye. I'm just looking and I'm seeing what I like. But for some reason, some of these slots don't have number values. So that's how you got to remember. Next slot is going to be 11, 8, and 9. Then we go down to the waist. First color is going to be 004. Next color, which is that part there, it's going to be 11, 7, and 8. Gives it that nice gold look. Next color is going to be 14, 8, and 9. Again, personal preference. 14, 8, and 9 is what I have. Next color for your wristbands here. The first color is going to be 3104. Next color is going to be 11, 8, and 8. Give it that gold right there, right? And then the shoes, I believe 3104. 3104 for both slots. Now we go up to the ring. We want it to be that nice gold 889 color. Again, personal preference. But you know, 889 is what I have to try to get as close as I could to that model. It's not going to be exact, but this is Soul Calibur. That's the beauty of it. Next we go down to equipment slot 2. First color is going to be 119. The next color is going to be 319. 119, 319. Next color, the third slot, these little tassels here, they're going to be 619. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Who was that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y, Mysterio. All right, sorry. Used to be a wrestling fan. 619. And patterns. Okay, we got to get into the nitty gritty over here. We're going down to this kind of like tank top over here, and we're going to go to the second slot. Let me go from left to right. So second slot is going to be motif 114. The color is going to be 419. And it's going to be on the upper body as a projection. The size is going to be 10. The angle is going to be -25. Move it vertically is going to be -3. These right here are default. and that gives you that little thing in the middle right there. Next, we're gonna go to the third slot, motif number 33. The first color is going to be 3, 7, and 9. And the next color is going to be 004. Now, the reason I did this is because I wanted to change the way that the regular bandage looked. You see here in the back, it's like that. But we didn't want it to look kind of tacky like that around the front. So I just added that to give it a more elegant look to it. Upper body rotation, size is going to be 24. Angle is going to be -26. Axis is going to be -3. Circumference is going to be 13. And then we're just going to put a counterpart on the fourth slot here, motif number 33. Color is going to be 379 for the first slot. Next slot is going to be 004. Upper body rotation, size is going to be 24. The angle is going to be 26. The axis is going to be -2. The circumference is going to be -13. And that's that middle section there. Now we have, this is the bra, I believe. So we're going to go to the second slot and pick motif number 8. And it's going to be 004. And that's basically that right there. Just to show you what it is, I made it white. 004. Upper body rotation. The size is going to be 19. The axis is going to be 21. Now we're going to go over here. Another one. Motif number 8. Color is going to be 004. Upper body rotation. The size is 19. The axis is going to be 21. Can you do something for me? Now that just gives you, just to show you what it is. It's probably not even necessary, but I think I just wanted to change the shape a little bit. So just those small things, you know, that do something for me. All right. Now we're gonna go over to the motif 8 again on that fourth slot. The color is going to be 767, and that is the gold part. Just to show you, 767. Upper body projection. The size is gonna be 42. Move it vertically 21, and that's what you have there for that bra. And that is going to be it as far as the stickers go. And this is, well, I gave her, this is the finished product. I gave her 2 Bs fighting style. I'll show you why I did that, a little behind the scenes. So you can take off the weapon display. And let's give her, I don't want her to look that mad. Let's just do that, smirking maybe. And the reason for that is you get different animations. So, you know, if you want to make a video showing off your character, you get different animations. So we got this real sexy walk here. Oh my gosh. You see what I'm saying? Get a little nighttime action. Ooh, look at that glow. All right, but yeah, you get Chun-li jumping out of the sky. You know, you get different values. You got her running. Somebody stole her purse, you know, and she going after them, you know what I'm saying? You get different animations. All right. So, yeah. We're just gonna let that one play. So, yeah. That has been my tutorial for the 4 different versions of Chun-li that I made. If you liked the video and you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to the channel and also leave me a thumbs up. That helps my channel grow. So lets YouTube know that you like the content and it's helping my channel grow. So I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would do that for me. But yeah, I do tutorial videos. I'm not gonna say a lot, you know, so I can put some tutorial videos together, you know, if people are interested. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this quicker because it is a very time-consuming process. But, you know, I want you guys to have the information you need, you know, so I don't mind doing that at all. Again, this is a gaming channel, so I have a lot of gameplay throughs on here, a lot of a lot of characters that I made from Soul Calibur. We're playing some games. Got some a little bit of a lot of different stuff going on here, and I'm constantly working on creating more content and building. So be sure you are a part of that. But anyway, take care, and I will see all of you in the next video.